Implementation overview. For the Year 6, use your visual frames to improve children's confidence and ability to access 2 to 3 mark inference questions. So how we set up the evaluation. The first thing we ask you to do is identify a group of target learners. The What Were Teachers platform will then randomly allocate these into the intervention and control group. You'll then complete the pre-assessment task with both groups. The intervention group will work with the TA or teacher in small groups, and the control group will continue as normal. And then both groups will complete the post-assessment task, which is the same as the pre. The system will then generate an impact report to show you how the intervention has worked in your school. And if this shows promise, you can then open it up to control group of students. So let's look at a step-by-step approach to implementing this in your school. Step 1. Identify a group of learners to participate in the evaluation from the same year group or class. Step 2. Read through the Inference Teacher document guidance, suggested session structure, and download the resources. If required, you can use an AI prompt to create weekly text to use to support for intervention delivery, or use a text that you would usually use in your school. Step 3. Using the trial wizard on What Were Teachers platform, randomly assign the learners to the intervention and the control group. Moving on to the implementation. Step 4. Complete the pre-assessment task with both the intervention and the control group. Record the marks in the Excel tracker, which is located in the resource folder, and input this into the pre-test on the trial wizard. Step 5. For the intervention group of students, they will receive a weekly targeted small group intervention used to support the impression evidence quote framework in a guided reading session. The control group will continue with business as usual for the duration of the trial. Step 6. Complete the post-assessment task, which is the same as the pre, to both the intervention and the control group. Record the marks in the Excel tracker, which is located in the resource folder, and input this into the post-test on the trial wizard. To the intervention. The target group is Year 6 pupils. The intervention is delivered by a teaching assistant or teacher in small groups, and the session will take approximately 20 minutes. The intervention is the impression evidence quote visual frame. So in guided reading sessions, use the visual frame for the children to help structure their responses to inference questions. You will also find in the resource folder a suggested session structure for whole class or targeted intervention. So this is 5 minutes reading, 5 to 10 minutes guided discussion and modelling, 5 minutes model writing answer in the frame, and then independent practice. You'll also find in the resource folder an Excel tracking spreadsheet, which allows you to link an anonymized student ID to a student in your class. This just means that no learner data is added to the What Were Teachers platform. Key considerations. Logistical issues need to be considered before using a targeted literacy strategy as an intervention. So time. Is there a suitable time for the delivery in the school day? Is there a suitable location? Make sure you have any resources, such as the visual templates printed off or in PowerPoint form. And will you link this to any rewards for the participating students? So logistical barriers are common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider these prior to starting. And moving on to the assessment. Pre-assessment. In the resource folder, you will find the assessment task. Please record the score for each learner in Excel tracker and input this into the What Were Teachers platform. Then at the end of the intervention, complete the post-assessment. This is the same as the assessment used in the pre to retest and measure the impact of the intervention. Please record the score for each learner in the Excel tracker and input this into the What Were Teachers platform. So that is the end of your guidance for setting up the trial. The next thing to do is to make sure you download the research protocol, the resource folder, and then move on to the trial wizard.